Webflow's components, elements are powerful tools that allow you to reuse a design or layout across multiple pages or projects, ensuring consistency and saving time. So here's an overview of the key components elements in Webflow. And as you can see, the moment that we click on the components panel, we're going to see all sorts of different components which are built in this website. Now these are also referred to as symbols, and you can spot a symbol simply by either selecting it over that menu or practically within a web page. You can see that the moment that I identify a symbol, it's going to be within this green overlay. So you can also notice it in the navigator, which is going to give you a clue as to where our symbols are located. In this case, you can see the symbols right here in the web page. Now, why should you use symbols and components? Mainly for its reusability factor, in the sense that on each and every website page, we're going to have a header which is going to likely be the same with some just hover or selection variations, and the same is going to be true for the footer sections, for example. And you can see how this is going to give us a way not to have to reinvent the wheel each and every time, or say that you wanted to make an edit to just this one footer. Well, if I decided to remove the logo today, you can notice that when we go to another page within the website, the logo is now gone on pretty much each and every other page. So this is going to have an effect throughout the entire website, and the same is going to be true also for elements such as the header or any other component. So components or reusable elements that help you scale and maintain a level of design consistency within your project. Now, in order to create a component, it's actually very easy. You can simply select an element that you want to create a component out of. Say that, for example, I want to create a component out of this header content section because I want to reuse it for whatever reason. I simply want to click and select the top level div. And then at this point, you can right click and you can see the create component. Now you can also use the keyboard shortcut Shift Command A in order to create a component real fast. And the moment that I click on it, I'm going to be asked what is going to be the component name. So I'm going to type in header special, and that's how I'm going to define this component. Now you can see that everything else has this dark overlay applied to it, and the reason being is because we are in component focus mode. So whenever we select a component, everything else is going to have this dark headline because we're focusing on that. In order to exit it, we can simply click here on the arrow, or we can click outside, and now we have this component. Now note that the moment that we go under the component section, we can see that there is one instance of this component, and we can also edit it, or we can also duplicate this component. And if we select, for example, banner, you're going to notice that the component is being added directly based on our selection, or we can simply drag and drop it within our website. So this is the multiple ways that you can utilize a component. Now, if I have a look at the instances, we can see that there is 17 instances. If I start adding a few more duplicates of this banner, you're going to notice that we have 20 instances. Now, instances, as you might have already figured out by now, or the number of times that this component has been added throughout the website. So this is going to give you a roadmap, a clue as to how many times a specific component has been added on your Webflow build. So this is pretty much it when it comes to components. Use them sparingly, not only for elements like the header or the footer section, but for any element that is going to yield a positive ROI by having a structure that is going to be repeated consistently in place in your website.